Okay, it looks like we have about close to everyone on, so I'm going to go ahead and get started, and we'll just let people trickle in as we get going. My name is Shauna. I am the U.S. channel manager, and I've been with Datalogger since 2012, and I have actually been in different roles doing marketing and channel sales. And today we're going to be going over the K350. So just to give you guys a little background on Datalogger. Oh, one more thing. Save all your questions to the end. We will have a Q&A, but feel free to chat your questions in the chat and we'll have our moderators either answer them or we can go over them together at the end. So please save questions till the end or chat them as we go along. Just a couple things about Datalogger. I know we have a lot of great partners who have been with us for many, many years, but as you guys know, we were founded in 2007. We are headquartered in Overland Park, Kansas. We have offices in the Netherlands and Seoul, South Korea. Some of our notable, I guess you can call accolades is our patents, our compliance certifications, and the Blockmaster acquisition in 2015, and then in 2016, the Iron Key EMS acquisition. We have customers in over 40 countries around the world, and we have over 400,000 endpoints secured. And I'm sure you guys already know that. And we're just launched the latest and greatest K350. Oh, some of our customers, as you can see, we have customers in any industry that has anything to protect or that is required to protect data by regulations, whether it's government, healthcare, large enterprise, financial, legal. These are just some of our representative customers who I'm sure are your customers. And again, into the K350. This is our latest and greatest. And as you can see, if you guys are familiar with the Sentry K300, we basically took all the features of the K350, improved, and launched got the features of the K300, improved, and created the K350. So this is our most durable and portable drive yet. And as you can see, we've improved on some of the design changes. And also the color is now the silver color to go along with the FIPS certifications that we have, if you're familiar with the Iron Key drives. Moving on, why build the K350? Especially in this day and age, the new norm that we're kind of living with, where we're forced to work from home. Workers are distributed, and 85% of managers believe that remote work will be the new norm. So, hence the portable features of the K350. The small form factor allows it to easily be transported. Why build the K350? Again, people make mistakes. Human error is the #1 reason for data loss in most organizations. And if you can make a drive that's easy for people to use, people will use it. I mean, there are other devices out there. There's, obviously when it comes to security, with encryption, unless you have some kind of security clearance, like not everyone knows how to use BitLocker or other encryption that's out there. But when it comes to the Datalogger products, the encryption is done at the hardware level, so all the hard work is done for you. Users can enter in their password to authenticate, and the encryption is automatically done for you on the drives. Quality and durable. Hardware failure is a reason for data loss in organizations in 35% of the cases. We built a drive that's designed to withstand, normal day-to-day and rigorous in rigorous environments. Another data loss is actual physical loss. So, like, for example, how many USBs do we have laying around, and how many know exactly where everyone is? When it comes to the K350, because it has the brute force protection, even if you lose a drive, you can rest assured that your data is protected. No one will get to it. Security is more critical than ever, crucial than ever. Cybercrime costs businesses $2.9 million every minute. And obviously that's including things like ransomware. But when it comes to losing data, cybercrime does cost a lot of money, both in terms of fines and especially in Europe, GDPR and reputation also. Your customers deserve better USB drives. The K350 is ultra durable. It has encryption and physical security. It's easy to use. It meets all the checkbox requirements for all the compliance, especially in the US when it comes to the FIPS validation. It's approved for government use. We are TAA compliant. And this is the first Datalogger drive to achieve the common criteria, which I'll get into in another slide. And then when it comes to the remote management features, when it comes to SafeConsole, the Sentry K350 mimics the manageability of the DL4, and then also some nuclear options that we'll get into. The K350 is IP67 rated. We also got cleared for the MIL standard 810G, dust, water, shock, and vibration resistant. It can withstand water, I believe, up to 3 feet. And obviously, when it comes to the dust and extreme temperatures, it meets those requirements. Physical encryption and physical security, we do utilize a AES 256-bit crypto module. It is FIPS 140-2. The whole device is actually certified. It is level 3. And we have the common criteria validation, the EAL5+. We also has automatic brute force protection, and then it has the admin and user logins, so that you can set an admin password and a user password, so that if a user forgets their password, an admin can go in and reset the drive. We also have those features available with SafeConsole management, which makes it available to reset remotely. And also with SafeConsole, there's location-based security options, and also the onboard anti-malware, which is powered by McAfee. Ease of use, as you can see, the screen and the keypad. The screen actually makes a huge difference because as you enter the password, you can actually see what you're entering. We do have the true alphanumeric with the letters and numbers and special characters. I don't know if you guys can see this, but one of the things that we've improved on with the K350 is now you can do special characters and the letters and numbers on the password. The onboard customization, I believe that's referring to the menu where you can actually customize and do everything without installing any software. Everything is done at the device level. It's ultra portable and it's platform agnostic. Because you do the authentication on the device, it doesn't rely on an OS. So you can use it on virtually anything that supports mass USB, whether it's a smart TV, copy machine, medical equipment, heavy machinery, any kind of production machine in manufacturing. Because it is platform agnostic, you enter in the password and then you plug it in and the device will recognize it as a USB storage device. But the encryption is done automatically on board at the hardware level, and users can easily authenticate on the device and they can see what they're doing by utilizing the screen. And when it comes to the compliance, as I mentioned, we have the FIPS 140-2 level 3. We have the common criteria. We utilize AES 256-bit encryption, and we're TAA compliant. All of our products are made in either USA or TAA compliant countries. And I know that's a big deal here in the US in terms of government markets. Now we're going to get into some of the features when it comes to SafeConsole. All of our devices can be used by themselves, but for added features, you can tie them to a SafeConsole instance and have your customers manage the devices either on their own or as an MSP or some other service provider. You can provide the services for your customers. And it has comprehensive audit capabilities, and there's other features like the geofencing. You can set password policies. You can easily audit and track the devices where they're being logged in. You can do remote password resets. Let me go into, yep. You can also remote detonate the device remotely For those of you who are familiar with the Iron Key devices, we have built into the new devices now the same detonate features as the Iron Key. I believe it was like Silver Bullet, where you can detonate the drive and the drive becomes it's completely dead. Like you can't even you can't do anything. It just becomes like a paperweight, and that's one of the security features where if once you do detonate a device, you no longer have to worry about it because for all intents and purposes, that device is dead. We also have the onboard anti-malware that's powered by McAfee, and it's on the device, so the users cannot disable it. So even if you have anti-malware on your computer that you use on a day-to-day basis, your devices don't have the same protection. So for example, if you have a device and you're taking it, if you're traveling, and you plug it into other systems, you want to make sure your device is protected so that you don't bring anything back to your environment, or that you don't go around spreading viruses as you travel. We also have policy-based lifecycle management and other cool features with the SafeConsole. And the SafeConsole license is a separate purchase. We do have different levels of the SafeConsole now. We do have like a starter pack that gives you all the features of SafeConsole, and we'll be rolling out the Pro and Enterprise versions that have the additional features like API integration, SSO, SIM integration, and things like that. Some of the nuclear options, this is actually available whether it's managed or unmanaged, but we have a new feature called Silent Kill. And what that is it lets you set a special separate password so that anytime you enter that password, the device will just completely, it'll factory reset. So if you enter in the Silent Kill password, it'll show up as a blank drive, and you'll have to start over from, like, you'll have to format it and everything because there will be nothing on the drive. And this was built as a customer request, for various reasons. But if this is a great feature for those 3-letter agencies and whatnot. The remote device detonate, as I mentioned, this is a new feature that we built in that mimics the Iron Key detonation, where the device will be completely destroyed. So even when you're using it without the SafeConsole management, you can set the option. So before the Datalogger drives, when you hit the self-destruct, whether it's the incorrect password attempt limits, it'll wipe the drive. But in the newer devices, it gives you a choice to either detonate the device or destroy the data. So either the device or the data, there's 2 options there. Some of the use cases we have the remote work, obviously, the government, healthcare, manufacturing. When it comes to remote work, I know we're all kind of, stuck where we are due to what's going on in the world. But, previously when people travel, like if you, for example, like if you're working like in an airport lounge or whatnot, you don't want to connect to Wi-Fi that's questionable. Like if you have your work all on a device, it just makes it easier for people to work wherever they are. When it comes to government and other agencies where they have to comply with regulations, the K350 is a perfect fit. Even in healthcare, as I had mentioned, the devices are platform independent, platform agnostic. So for medical equipment, things like that, where you have to transport data or update devices, you can use our devices to update because it is platform agnostic. Similarly with manufacturing, some of the machinery that's used in manufacturing can be used with those as well. And the Datalogger solution, the overall solution when it comes to the devices being used with SafeConsole, SafeConsole allows you to manage the devices, and it also has 2 additional features, Port Blocker and SafeCrypt. Port Blocker actually protects the USB ports of the endpoint machines. So basically, if an organization is using secure drives, you want to make sure that organization is only using secure drives. And Port Blocker is an easy way to accomplish that. It's a small install on Windows and Mac machines. And it reports activity back to SafeConsole, so admins can easily either like temporarily approve devices or block all devices, set the devices in read-only. There's a lot of features that you can use with Port Blocker. And then SafeCrypt is our encrypted virtual drive. So for customers who say, oh, we're no longer using physical devices, everything we're moving to the cloud or to like a local shared folder system, you can use SafeCrypt to encrypt files anywhere. And then these are just some of the specs from the data sheet. I believe these are also specs from the data sheet. Well, I want to thank you guys all for being here. I know September is a busy month for everyone. I value your time. So if there's no questions, I guess I'll let everyone get back to their day.